Hey guys, so before we head out, I just want to say enjoy the video. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe. What was that? I don't know if you guys watch New Girl, but I love her finger guns. Okay, shut up Sasha, let's begin. Okay, let's go in with primer. I'm going to be using Tarte's Clean Slate Poreless Primer. This is my really old primer, but I actually like it more than my Urban Decay one because this one is like pretty gritty. And I have like fairly combo oily skin, and when I use that one, it makes like the sides of my nose so dry and looks so flaky. Like I've never seen my nose that dry. So whenever I do a full face of makeup that I'm gonna wear out in public, I use all my favorite and my best products. But if I'm just filming a normal makeup tutorial that I go and wash right away after I'm done filming, I could care less about what products I use, especially face products. Like I don't use the best foundations or the best primers when I'm doing my normal makeup tutorials because I'm gonna wash them right off afterwards anyways. But since I am going out, I want to use all my best and favorite products. Yeah, I still like my old primer more than my new Urban Decay one, so I'll just save that for my tutorials. Okay, now I'm just going to go in with my Luminous Silk Foundation and a Sigma F80. I recently bought like other Sigma foundation brushes recently, and I swear none of them can compare to the F80. So yeah, I'm just going back to the basics and my favorites. With all the other Sigma foundation brushes I've tried, you can't really pat it in like this. Like the rounded one really hurts when I'm patting it into my face. And then that HD one, like it makes your foundation look so streaky. And then there's this new Sigma one, like I think it's more for lighter foundations. Yeah, that one's like the worst one. But the F80, like it will always be my favorite foundation brush. Even though it's slightly falling apart, which I don't blame it though. I've had it for like 6 years now. I'm not gonna really put some on my neck like I usually do. I'm just gonna kind of drag this down because I am wearing a, I don't know if you would call it a turtleneck. It just comes to like about here. And I kind of don't want my foundation touching that. Okay, now I'm just gonna go in with Tarte's Shape Tape. And just put a dab there. And all my breakouts. This foundation is like 2 shades darker than my skin tone, but I don't really mind since I am wearing that turtleneck. I'm also going to put some concealer on my lids. Okay, now I'm gonna set everything, even my eyelids, with the Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder in Translucent. Usually I don't set the concealer on my lids because I use bright colorful eyeshadows, but since this will be pretty neutral and I want it to be on for the rest of the night, I will set it with powder. And it is pretty cold right now, so I'm not really gonna set the rest of my face with some pressed powder. I know, right? It's like cold for once here in San Diego. Okay, now let's move on to bronzer. I'm gonna be using Bahama Mama's bronzer. This is still my favorite bronzer because this is the only one that really doesn't make me look orange. There's kind of like a gray tone to it, so it does look more like contouring than bronzing. And I'm gonna be using my Sigma small contour brush with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna pat the sides of it on my brush. I'm not going to swirl it in there. And then I just tap it on. And then after that, that's when I start blending. My battery light is blinking even though I thought I charged the battery. Thank God I have another battery. But yeah, and the same thing, just tapping it. but for the jawline I am pressing it in there. Okay, now on to highlight. I'm going to be using xoBeauty's Lucent Highlighter. And I feel like this is the perfect highlighter for this occasion because I'm not trying to blind anyone. I do not want a blinding highlight at a wedding, especially since the focus should be on the bride, not, oh my gosh, what's on her cheek, you know? And this is perfect because it looks really natural, but at the same time, the more you build it up, it could be really blinding. There are a lot of highlighters that no matter how much you build it up, it stays the same. With this, you definitely can build it up to make a blinding highlight. But again, that's not my goal. I just want a nice subtle highlight. See, it's pretty. It's like a glow. It's not like, oh my gosh, it's the sun. Okay, now for the eyes, I'm going to go into the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just going to blend the color Raw Sienna in with a big fluffy brush. Okay, now I'm just going to take a tapered blending brush and go in with Cypress Umber. And just blend that on the outer corner. And then I'm going to use the color Tempera for the lid and for the brow bone. Just going to blend in a bit more of Cypress Umber. And that's pretty much the eye look. This is why I don't really like Get Ready With Me or testing out this new neutral brown palette. I'm like, it's the same look over and over again. Like, I really don't want to watch that. So I personally feel like this is really boring. And this is why I can't do another video with this look, because if I'm actually going out the door with a full face of makeup, which is maybe like once a year for a wedding, it's always the same look. I just put in a crease shade and then I deepen it up and then I put a light color on the lid and bam, that's it. So I don't really need to show that over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? No? Okay, now I'm just going to run Raw Sienna on my lower lash line. I mean, seriously, my makeup in real life is so boring. No one wants to see that. And then I'm also going to go in with Cypress Umber. Okay, now I'm just going to use some Eyeko Brow Gel. Okay, and for liquid liner, I'm going to go in with Tarteist. It's the double-edged one. Everything is rubbed off on this. And I probably have to get a new one because there's nothing left in here. Yeah, I need to get a new liner. This is looking really patchy. Okay, now I'm just going to use a waterproof eyeliner. This is from Thrive Causemetics. And I'm just going to smudge out with that little smudger tool that comes at the bottom of it. Yeah, this is running out. Okay, now I'm just gonna curl my lashes. I'm not gonna wear fake lashes because I only wear them for my makeup videos. Like, I'm kind of like too scared or too shy to wear them out in public, and plus I suck at putting them on. After like 5 minutes they start coming off, and yeah, I feel like it's too much for me to wear fake lashes out into the real world. I mean, it looks really cute when other girls do it, but on me, like, I feel like I look weird. So I just keep fake lashes for my videos. Okay, and for mascara, I'm going to be using Urban Decay's Cannonball Waterproof Mascara. I have to use a waterproof mascara because my eyelashes are pretty long and straight and they just like to fall down. And the only way I can keep them staying up is to use a waterproof mascara. This mascara specifically isn't really good for thickening. So if you're looking for like a thickening mascara, this isn't it, but like I said, I just like it for the waterproof part. And for the lower lash line, I'm going to be using Milk Makeup's Kush mascara. This one's pretty volumizing. When I am doing my regular videos, this is what I use all over because I don't really need my lashes to stay up because I wash my makeup off right after. So since I'm not using it for my upper lashes, I'm going to use it for my lower lashes. I mean, I technically can go over the Urban Decay one, but I always stab myself in the eye with this. Okay, and that's that. Let's move on to lips. I'm going to be using Colourpop's Quickie. I do have to say, I think I found my new favorite nude, even though I've only tried like 3 other nudes. My first nude lipstick, the Dose of Colors No Shade one, is really the only nude I ever use. 90% of the time, if you see me wearing a nude lipstick, it's that. But then that's a little bit too light, and I always need to wear the gloss over it because if I wear it by itself, it just looks like I put concealer on my lips. But with this is perfect. This is just a little tad darker to the point where I don't need to use a gloss. And I don't want to wear a gloss because I'm going to be eating. And I really don't want the messiness of a gloss at a wedding. So yeah, I feel like this is a perfect nude for my skin tone. But then they're probably going to discontinue it like they did the Dose of Color ones. But now I don't feel so bad if my Dose of Colors one runs out. I should probably wear a lip liner, huh? If I'm going to have this on all night. Okay, so for lip liner, I'm going to be using Jordana's Tawny. It's funny because I always tell myself to put my lipstick in my bag in case I need to reapply it, but then I never do, so I'm just gonna leave this at home. See, that's a pretty good lipstick. It's not too nude, it's not too brown, it's not too pink. It's like right in the middle for my skin tone. Okay, and last but not least, I'm gonna go in with some setting spray. This is Colourpop's All Star. In my Colourpop video, I was comparing this to my Urban Decay one, but that one's all gone. And see, this is the time I would use my Urban Decay one because I need this to be on all night. And that one's like glued to your face, but this is more like of a nice, cool mist. Not really something I would use for all night, but then again, this is the only one I have left, so I'm gonna use it. But I do love the smell. It smells so good. It smells like roses. Okay guys, we're all set. Like, I don't even know if I want to post this because this looks so boring and generic. At home filming, like, I can be as creative and colorful as I want, but out in the real world, this is basically the only look I wear. So I'm really debating if I want to post this because it looks so boring. What kind of bothers me is when I see beauty gurus getting all their PR packages and they get so much awesome, colorful makeup, and then they do the same neutral, copper, whatever eye look with a palette where you could do 20 different colorful looks. And I'm just like, you could totally do so much more, but you do that same eye look. So hopefully this will be my first and last get ready with me. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one, which will probably be colorful and not like this.